streaming. Yo, yo, yo. What y'all doing today? Happy Sunday, bro. Amigos podcast. Back in the building. And we're here. All three of us. Price, Rob, Visky. We're all here today. The NBA Finals is done, and that's one of the first things that we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk a little NBA. We're gonna talk a little college. Cause we got a little something going on in college right now. We're gonna touch on NHL tonight because tonight could end it all for NHL. Also, we're gonna talk a little WWE and World Cup because the Europeans are shocked at how hot it is in America. We're going to talk about that all today. Bro Amigos podcast. Sit back, get your drink, come chill with us,
Get cozy.
Let's kick it and let's talk,
Just a little bit.
So,
rock with your boys.
Yeah, come rock with your boys. All right. So, first up, guys, we have to talk about what happened last night. Rob calls it the New York State of Grind.
New York State of Grind.
Rob.
New York State of Grind.
Rob, Visky, could this be one of the biggest collapses we've ever saw over a 5-game series by a team that has went up in pretty much every game and they lost 4 out of 5? Could this be the biggest collapse we've ever seen in like an NBA Finals?
Visky, you want to go first?
I would say definitely. How do you beat up? I want to say it was like 14, 16 points every single game. I'm not even just talking about the big 29-point blown lead. Every single game you up and you manage to lose every single one of them. It's a miracle they won game 3. It's a miracle. I don't understand how it wasn't coaching. What was that? Did that play a part? Were they just focusing on the wrong things, but blowing a lead every single game? Literally, they could have had a sweep if they'd have kept the leads. They could have swept New York. But no, it turned the other way around. It's like the second half, they just forgot everything they did in the first half. Let's not to mention Wemby owes me a half dozen of hot tamales.
Oh, he was hot behind him. He was hot behind him. He told me, he said, bro, I could taste them tamales, bro. I knew that he had them in there.
I had cut the They was up 20-something. I cut the game off. Our local hot tamale place was like a free half dozen if the Spurs win game 4. I'm like, I'm ready. I could taste them. I'm getting up. I'm setting my alarm 7 o'clock. I go to the store. I'm keeping up on my phone. Lead keep getting shorter and shorter until they not lead no more. I need my half dozen, Wemby. That's on you.
Man, I need my half dozen, Wemby. I need all of it right now. Rob, what did you think of what we saw last night?
Man, look. So, Visky was right. Like, they could have basically swept the whole series. Like, this could have been 4-0, like, very easily because the Spurs were basically going up every single game. Like, it felt like basically it was like there was no chance for the Knicks to basically win this series. Like, if you basically just watch the first half, like the speed and the tenacity and the youth of the Spurs in that first half, it was to where the Knicks couldn't do shit. Like, you saw, like, basically, especially like game 2, the start of game 2, it was a lot of just game 3. Like, it was a lot of mistakes, a lot of just fucked up plays. Like, they were all out of sorts because essentially the Spurs were just taking it to them. Like, no passing lanes. They couldn't really go inside because of Wemby. They weren't hitting shots because of basically either the people on the perimeter or just kind of like the flow of the game. Like, everything was going bad for them, like legitimately bad. And now credit to the Knicks for basically coming back, because it seemed like the Spurs, like, their whole thing was, we're going to press them and keep pressing them, like 48 minutes of doom, all that kind of shit. Like, let's keep basically the foot on the gear defensively and just keep at them, like, just, whatever they're going to do, stay on them. And I would say game 5, it seemed like the Knicks, really Jalen Brunson, really started to take advantage of that, because Dylan Harper was on his ass. Like, he's probably still trying to guard Jalen Brunson right now. Like, it was like the fucking RDC world video of trying to guard Steph. Like, you got to basically guard him for like the whole floor, because it was just like he was on him every second that he could. And props to him. Props to Dylan Harper. He's, he basically made that shit happen. But it was like they were trying to press him, and essentially Darren Brunson was like, all right, fine. You're going to keep pressing me? Boom, here we spotting up. Here's another foul. Boom, here we starting up. Here's another thing. Like, he basically took advantage of that. But nah, man, props to the Knicks. I mean, like, this team, I absolutely love the story. Like, let's break it down. So, like, we talk about Jalen Brunson, who couldn't, the small guard can't basically win it all, even though he's the same size as Steph. Like, the small guard can't lead a team to the finals, and then he wins finals MVP. I love that shit, not because I'm a little guy myself, but the fact of the matter of, like, everybody doubted that this man could not do it. When he basically got signed to the Knicks, when he re-signed with the Knicks, everything was about, this man can't do what you guys need him to do. This guy can't be the guy. And so he proved that shit. Cat didn't have a great series coming down the stretch. I would say that. Like, game 1 and game 2, he basically was going at Wemby. Game 3 kind of like got off kilter, and then game 4, 5, he was getting in foul trouble. Yeah. But as far as what he contributed to basically the series, he showed that, yeah, he can be a winning player, even though I would say towards the end of the series, it looked like he was kind of fucking things up, like another guy I'm about to talk about. But essentially, he just basically was doing his thing. And you heard the story about his mom. Like, look, I lost my mom as a kid. Like, I could basically feel what he felt. And so, but it's like all that kind of wrapped up into Josh Hart basically playing how he plays, Mikal Bridges, and basically what they did to get him, and getting all those picks. Fuck them picks, of course. This story of the Knicks, dog, this is so cool, because one, these niggas only lost in the playoffs 3 times. Like, think about it. These niggas only lost 3 times, and 2 of them was in the first round. Yep. Well, I think that was the first round. Yeah.
Shouldn't have lost them. There was 1 point losses.
Right.
Did it to him twice.
So to be honest, if I'm basically anybody right now, I'm the Hawks. I'm like, shit, we're the only ones that took 2 out of the motherfucking champs. Like, like that's fucking crazy. But nah, man, like, I give all the credit to the Spurs. I mean, all the credit to the Knicks and everything like that. I don't know if we're gonna talk about the Spurs too, but I know if you want me to hit on that.
I know I'm gonna talk about them a little bit.
I'm gonna say, let me hear what you got to say about the Spurs, because or even if you got anything on the Knicks, because I got a little bit on the Spurs myself.
So Knicks, I'm gonna say this, Knicks. Hats off to you, Jalen Brunson, one of the greatest runs that they've ever put together. Like you said, they only lost to Atlanta twice. Well, they lost 3 times, twice to Atlanta, once this series, swept the other. I'm going to focus more on the Spurs and what didn't go right. They didn't close games. They didn't figure out how to deal with Brunson. Over-aggression cost you this game. If you think that it didn't, and you believe that pressing him the entire time was going to work, hey, sometimes you have to think about things and apply the definition of insanity to it. I'm going to keep doing this over and over and over again, and I'm expecting different results, but the same results keep happening. We kept pressing this man, and he kept fucking us up. We have to stop at some point. I remember thinking, you're pressing him, and now he's got you because the refs are looking for you to touch him now. Because, look, I'm going to say this, and this is about, like, some of the younger guys. I want to say that was... What's his name? Carter Bryant. I want to say, it was Carter Bryant at one point. Carter Bryant bumps him near half court. They let you get 1 bump. Did you bump him harder again? They're looking for the foul. They're looking for you to get physical with him now. That's how he got the 2 3-point fouls on you guys. You have to ease up and say, hey, man, we need to switch on this screen now. We need to do this a different way. But no, insanity is what you kept doing. We're trying to expect a different result. And guess what? 4 out of the 5 games, he cooked your ass. On top of that, Wemby has to figure out a mid-range game. He has to stop being 3 or goal. 3 or goal. He has to, sometimes he's going to have to turn and fire. He's going to have to learn to play with his back to the basket a little bit more. But sometimes he's going to have to face up in that mid-range, that 18-footer, knock this down. They have a gem in Dylan Harper, okay? They have a total gem in Dylan Harper, okay? He's going to have to start next year, okay? You're going to have to figure out that Castle situation, okay? De'Aaron Fox, I'm expecting you to be a Rocket, okay? I'm expecting you to be a Rocket at some point by the beginning of the season, because the Rockets are going to need another point guard, because I don't think that they believe in what they have right now, and Van Fleet is going to be coming back, but I think that they're going to want more because they're going to try to make a title run. I expect De'Aaron Fox to become a Rocket at some point. And the reason I'm going to throw that out there is because I don't think that Ime Udoka believes in Reed Shepherd enough yet to let him either command the second unit or get out there and run the first unit. Even whenever Van Fleet comes back, who's going to be 32 years old. He still got good tread on the tires. He's just going to have to come back and condition himself. But getting back to the Spurs. Wemby, you got a lot of upside. You have a tremendous upside. Huge. But you're going to have to figure out your game a little bit more to deal with certain people, because if you would have won, people would have said, how do we deal with Wemby now? If you would have been, because you were a pretty big driving cause. But now they're looking at it as, we kind of know what to do with this guy. We kind of know if we rough him up a little bit, we can make this happen. You also have to not let your immaturity show. You guys can't let your immaturity show. Now, with that being said, I'm going to pass it back to you, Rob, before I jump on Emmanuel Acho's ass. Because I got one for you.
I know y'all about to go in. I just got a quick point to make before y'all go in. So on the Knicks part, I just wanted to say, I thought the Knicks had it all last year. And I feel like what stopped them was Tom Thibodeau's no rotation having ass. Yeah. Playing his starters 45 minutes throughout the whole season and playoffs. Now they had good rotation. Now they was able to get over the hump. And I do agree with what Nate said. De'Aaron Fox's access key would have been turned off before he left the He would have had to get somebody to open the door to let him out.
Like Jamal Adams, like damn, like this shit ain't working. All right. Again?
Because I think they forced him back into the rotation. Because if you look at while he was out, Harper was not Harper. That's his name. I don't know. I'm losing. I'm gonna get my names mixed up now. Harper. He was the man. He was running the offense, and I felt like the first half when they was using Dylan Harper, it was working, and they tried to force De'Aaron Fox into the lineup into the second half. They tried to, because they spending the money. They wanted to get their money worth, but it just wasn't working at the time. They shouldn't have pushed them in there. And so that was my thing. And I also agree on the immaturity. I could tell when Wemby was frustrated. He did things that showed he was frustrated, young mistakes that you expect young first timers going to the finals. You could actually see it visually. And that's what worried me. I like, Wemby mad. He not comfortable. He not having fun. He nervous. When things was happening, he didn't know how to come out of it. Yeah, that I agree with Nate on both of them points.
But he also showed it in. I'm talking. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm with you if you gonna shit talk, but you did things that they let you slide.
Your head.
Yeah, and something else. The refs let you slide with 2 calls, because technically, if this would have went to Game 6, you would have been suspended because you had a landing zone infraction, and they damn sure should have upgraded that file, because no way in hell you can
Brunson
tell
hit.
me. It's no way in hell you can tell me that. That's not a flagrant. To me, that's a flagrant 2. How he pushed him, that's a flagrant 2, not just a flagrant 1.
Especially because it was head and neck, even though technically most of the time when we gonna be pushing down on the 6'2" dude, it's gonna be head and neck.
Yeah, so it's no way that you cannot tell me that that wasn't a flagrant foul. Not whatever you let him pass on that one, but the landing
Mm.
zone one last night. If they go 6, he should have been suspended for 6, and then for sure you go out in New York. You know,
Yeah.
it's all good. But I'm gonna let you go first on what you got to say
Oh,
about
my
the
last
Spurs.
point though, before y'all go,
Mm.
my local San Antonio city got their lick back last night. They got their lick back. And I tried to warn the brother at the gas station when I went out after the game. He was Knicks down. I said, hey, you got another pair of clothes in that car? Might want to take that shirt off. He had the hat, the shirt, the shoes. I say, you might want to take that orange and blue off before you go do some partying downtown. You hear me? I hope you took my advice. I hope he was not included. They had gunfire fights, everything downtown.
My nigga said it turned into an episode of Colors.
As I say, hey, I told him, I say, man, my boy, I say, you don't want to take that off before you go somewhere tonight.
Right. Like, they're going to ask you what set you claim, dog, and you going to be like, you better say, what Kendrick say? You better say you just Black Power. Like
you better say this is a different orange and blue or something.
You're right, nigga.
Another team, goddamn.
Right.
But I'm done. That was my rant on that. But again, congratulations to the Knicks. I think it's well deserved.
Yeah. So what I would say about the Spurs is that, like, I completely agree with both of y'all. Fox got to go, and to be honest, Fox has to go more for monetary reasons because they do need they need to bring somebody in that's going to basically be somebody that can help Wemby out when it comes to being that, like, he kind of needs like that Gafford or like that kind of Mark Williams type in the middle, or like Andre Drummond. Like somebody to be down there to be that stout body, even though Cornette was holding it down for like his minutes and everything like that while Wemby was out. But they need seemingly somebody else, maybe the Hartenstein or something. Like they need somebody else to kind of like be on the other side of Wemby. Because Wemby, I understand what they're trying to do with him. They don't want him to basically play in the post too much because they want to preserve his body, because they want to have him for the next forever. And having him back to the basket down there in the post might not be the best thing for him body-wise, you know, because he is only so much you can bulk up, is only so much weight you can gain. And I don't know how much weight he can really gain, because that's a big body, you know, like he might have to eat, you know, half the state of Texas to basically bulk up. And so like Fox got to go, because Harper seemed like he's ready. Like he met the moment. He was, I would say, outside of Wemby, the most important player that they had. I mean, this Spurs team, I would say they got a taste of it. I think I say the early prediction, they probably gonna win the championship next year. Like they have the team to basically beat everybody. They just got tweaks, like small tweaks, like don't have Fox basically, you know, taking 15 shots when that nigga cannot hit the broadside of a barn. Because understandably so, because everybody and their mom was like, this team is so inexperienced. They need to have veteran presence. And this is the good vet that you got. Like, this is the guy who was in the Western Conference semis with the Kings, or was it the finals? I think it was just the semis.
It was the semis.
Yeah. But this was the guy that basically you had as like the veteran presence that was supposed to basically hold it down for y'all, but he ended up being like the Drewski skit of when, like the old head Drewski skit, like I help these young boys, I've grazed these young boys. That's basically what he was. That nigga was just part of the goddamn crowd. But if they basically make some small tweaks, like add a position here and there, like between Castle, Wemby, that Harper, and they add like somebody else, they got enough supporting cast. Really, they like if they got Vassell more, because Vassell was actually shooting like above 50% along with Champagny. If they got them basically more into the game, like they probably would have been fine. But if they can basically get those guys still basically what they are presently, you know, what they are, and then add like a body, really, like a veteran center, like I think they'll be the champs next year. Like, because they basically had everything that you needed to basically win the championship, and they basically they got them all young and they right there. Now they got the experience, and now they could come in kind of like what the Knicks had, where they went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year and then won the in-season tournament next year, which, you know, they're the first to basically do that now.
Do both.
They basically have what it takes to win it all. Also, before I stop talking, happy National Puerto Rican Day. So this is actually crazy. Like NYC today, NYC might burn down, but they gotta have a parade first. But then they gonna burn down. But yeah, like this is crazy. Like Pride Month, National Puerto Rican Day, and then the fucking Knicks won the championship, nigga. they are Mount Olympus right now. Like I couldn't even imagine.
Brother, we see you in the chat. You feel unbelievable. See you watching the best series of NBA he's ever watched. Thank you, Danhausen. Until they curse Nike. Bro, that Danhausen uncursing is everywhere. That shit is everywhere. I'm like, Danhausen might have really uncursed him, boys.
Dude,
it's a good thing he did one because now he can continue. You know,
yeah,
good thing they won because now he could keep using that in WWE and everything.
Bro, I don't blame you for drinking. The Knicks deserve it. It's been
years.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say this about
just throwing the water, my nigga. That's it. That's all I can tell you.
Emmanuel Acho pissed me off with what he said about the Spurs because he's trying to blame Fox. Okay, the problem is with what he's doing is this, bro. Fox had a bad first game. He had 20 the second game. He had a okay third game, which is the game that they won. He had 12. He had 18 in game 4. He played piss poor last night, right? I understand the turnover and why it's a big focal point. He closed game 3 for you with his mid-range. That was his vet moment. But you gotta remember, the guy is still trying to get his step back. De'Aaron Fox is a pick and roll type of dude. They're not running pick and roll with him and Wemby like that. They're not running pick and pop. He doesn't have all the steps, so it's whatever. I don't see him being a San Antonio Spur. I just don't see it happening. Some people might feel different, but I don't. I see him probably being a Houston Rocket next year.
Real shit. When you were saying that, my actual first team I was thinking about was the actual Pistons. Because I think the Pistons gonna need like more offensive help for like what they got going on. With K being basically the ball dominant dude, they're gonna need somebody else to turn to as far as somebody down the stretch that could be that scorer. And I think that like Tobias Harris is cool, but I can see De'Aaron Fox basically matching him with that backcourt. The only thing will be like matching the money. I think they might have, I don't know, their payroll and everything like that. But like, I could see De'Aaron Fox basically going to Detroit. I can see Houston too. Yeah. I can see Houston too, though.
Because I think he would fit Houston's play style. They kind of plug and play more of what he did in Sacramento. I think that's where he ends up. Back to what I was saying about Emmanuel Acho. Emmanuel Acho tried to make this about De'Aaron Fox, and that was the wrong thing to do. It wasn't just him. You blew a 29-point lead. The Knicks, let me tell you something, Knicks fans. Y'all, the Knicks got on their ass. And whenever they got on their ass, they couldn't do nothing. It was what it was. He said, here's a question. Until we watched Knicks celebrate, do you think there's more champion? Think there's more champion like any NY sport? Ooh, any other? Okay, so I don't think the Mets are close. The Mets
not this year.
Competition. Yeah, not
this year.
The Mets would maybe be the next closest thing because I don't see the Giants. I don't see the Jets coming out.
The Liberty is the only one I could think of.
Maybe the Liberty for WNBA. That's true. The Liberty could have a shot at.
Let me see what their record is because I haven't been watching.
Yeah, they top 3. I think the Liberty right now.
They're the 3 seed. They're top in the Eastern Conference, but yeah, that's about it.
They could be the next NY team to win a championship.
Yeah, the Yankees are gonna have probably the easiest route, like with that American League, because it's really, to be honest, they're the team to beat in the American League. Like that, it's really no other one. But yeah, it's between them and the Liberty. That's the only ones like for New York.
The only thing about the Yankees is health. I think Judge is gonna have to be there for them to get it done.
That's the thing.
And he isn't there right now. And they need him to be healthy. If the Yankees want it, Judge has to be healthy. So probably the Yankees and the Liberty, because the Mets not doing it. We know.
Also, the Buffalo Sabres could be back. They were at the top of their division this
they
year.
were top of their division this year. The Sabres were back. But the problem in NHL is this though. They were top of their division, but they were only Tampa Bay was on their ass the entire time. Like they were top division. They could, but Carolina was the one came up out of the Eastern Conference though. Carolina came out the East. So maybe them if they can hold it together. See, the problem with hockey is dudes can play hockey for a really long time, and some of them can stay at a high level for a really long time. So it's how much more you gonna have to deal with like Tampa Bay being on your ass. I'm not worried about the Canadians because I've been talking shit to the people in Canada like, oh yeah, y'all ain't won shit. Y'all can't beat America. We America now. We America.
They last hope the Canadians let them down, huh?
Yeah, look, that's like the only hope they. Look, Canada can't tell me nothing. As soon as they say Canadian bacon, I'd be like, oh fucking ham. That's what you talking about, ham. That's what you come to me with. I'm talking shit to them till they win something. Right. You win something first before you talk to me in America. And that's how I feel. But yeah, those are the only two teams that I really could see coming out of New York left. Liberties and Yankees.
And I got a question for Rob though. When he said the Pistons, so you don't think Asher Thompson and Jalen they can get it together? Like I know Jalen, he kind of folded in the playoffs, because he didn't have like the monster games he had in the season. But you don't think Jalen Duren and Asher Thompson could be that backup that Cade need?
Not to get a bucket.
He needs
points. Yeah, like those guys are basically as far as holding it down, like as far as the outside, like the perimeter and like the interior. Yeah, they'll do that, but they don't have enough scoring. Their whole thing is basically Cade Cunningham or bust. And so, like, I think with them having just another ball handler, another guy that basically they could look to, even though this series be down, like I think De'Aaron Fox could still probably play, but it's like they need somebody else to basically go to when shit gets rough. And I think De'Aaron Fox would be that one. I mean, I haven't looked at like who's like out there for trades or like free agency, but they need another scorer to basically be on the other side of Cade Cunningham, whether that's in the front court or back court.
So yes, here's a question between this: is Danhausen curse are real? Danhausen curses might be real.
I would we as Bromigos podcast recognize Danhausen curses as real, and we don't want any part of that smoke.
Hey,
we don't want none of it.
All that Knicks uncursed out of way out.
He turning me into a believer. Y'all know how I was anti Danhausen.
Yeah.
Slowly pulling me in,
He called that way out, and for the Knicks to win, as soon as I saw it, I was like, damn, I was like, they right then. Danhausen cursed the Knicks. The Knicks had a hell of a fight run.
Yeah, Danhausen, if you are out there, we fuck with you.
Yeah.
Do not curse us. We good. Unless that curse is basically giving us more numbers. Then think about cursing.
Oh, yeah.
Like we can like if you want to add some more motherfuckers to the show, all right, curse us.
Yeah, there are good curses, There are good
like,
curses.
I curse. I do it all the fucking time. But that's the thing. That's the only thing that we like. If that curse is for the good, then I will curse you out. But if we do not want no negative, we don't want to go down. So good curse. Just give me that.
He said, dude, I just don't want repeat. Seriously, stop counting. Look, this is going to be one of those things. I think New York City is going to rock with this. They're going to forever remember this championship, right? Look, I'm not gonna lie. Jalen Brunson is a legend now in New York, though.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna say, man, Brunson, Cat, McKelber, and I don't know if y'all noticed, but that's the same Nova 3 that won the national championship title. That's on the Knicks team. That's Brunson, that's
The Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart.
Even though they'll let it be known that Mikal only won 1 and Jalen and them won 2.
I mean, still counts.
I saw them teasing each other, so I just had to throw that in there.
Now, look, we gotta move on a little bit. We gotta talk about this. Did you guys see that Harden got arrested on $100? It had $100 bond in the state of Texas, and then got released. I think this is
$100 bond.
Yeah, $100. That's what it was. $100. It was something like a misdemeanor that he had. It wasn't even nothing major. And it's like they were a cop friend of mine was like, he was like, I'm gonna be real with you. He said I might have wrote him a citation. He said, I ain't got time to do all of that.
Yeah, because I think they just said it was like what, unlawful possession of a handgun.
Well, not even. It might have been like something like unlawful possession or unlawful something. But my friend was like, "Look, bro," he said, "I don't have time to do that paperwork." Okay.
Misdemeanor for unlawfully carrying a weapon in a motor vehicle.
Oh, so he had a gun in his car.
Look, my homeboy said, I don't have time for that paperwork. Okay. he said, I'm not writing you up. He said, this is what I'm going to do. Okay. He said, I'm going to look the other way for a second. He said, I'm going to say next time I don't want to see that. Okay. And that's it.
Yeah. He had a gun in his car in Houston. Who gives a fuck? Like,
that was a lie. I think they trying to make an example because he could have just wrote him a citation.
Yeah. I think it would have been citation worthy, bro. That's it. A misdemeanor. I'm gonna charge you with a misdemeanor and inconvenience you $100 to a dude who made a few $100 million. James probably came from the strip club where he probably spent $20,000 and say, I got bail money right here in my little pocket.
My bad that it's in ones, but I just came from somewhere, you know.
This is making it rain, baby. I'm gonna be out, and that's it. It's like, damn. It's like, why would y'all even play with this man like that? Don't even do that. But I gotta say, if you guys have a chance, go listen to Emmanuel Acho's take on De'Aaron Fox. I feel like that's one of the worst takes that I've ever heard.
I don't listen to Emmanuel Acho on purpose, so that nigga he don't say shit. Like, I say things in a way that makes me sound profound, but when it comes to it, I don't say a fucking thing. And when I do it, you think that I'm very smart because I kind of break it down like this and I talk like this. But really, all I'm doing is saying shit that you already know, but I'm saying it in a way that makes me sound smart. And my haircut makes you think that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. But really, all I'm doing is fooling you niggas on saying things that I think that is really not that great. And when I do it, you really think I'm a genius. Really, I'm just some regular nigga that played in the NFL for a handful of minutes. You get what I'm saying with this?
I would tell him stick to football. I would tell him stick to football, but I don't like his football takes either.
He don't say shit. He doesn't say shit. Like he don't, like the thing with Emmanuel Acho, he's like, all right, whatever. Like he just like I said, he just has a way of saying it. And when he says it, and people think that he's saying really things, but no, he ain't really saying a goddamn thing. Overall, he just put some words in it that makes you think that he's saying something, but really, he ain't saying a goddamn thing. He ain't never said a goddamn thing. He just say shit in a way that you want to say it and then you want to repeat it, but really, you just saying regular shit that you would have thought of yourself.
Fair enough on that one. Fair enough. But man, I'm telling you, bro. He just has one of the worst takes for that. Whenever I heard him talking about it, I was like, yeah, bro, I hear you, Emmanuel, but I ain't fucking with him. I hear you, though. I hear you. What else do we have put up here today? Okay, so after what we've saw happen in New York and in San Antonio, which set of fans are crazy? Are the Knicks fans the craziest ever, or are these Spurs people? Or because the Knicks put a guy in a coma. Okay, Knicks fans put a guy in a coma. So are we gonna grant them the craziest fans of the NBA right now?
In all the NBA, yeah.
They set a bus on fire. They didn't let the fire truck through. They was turning over setting all kind of vehicles and turning them over. I don't know. They had random stuff. They was like crowd surfing on random objects. Like, I just don't know what they was doing. It was so much going on, and it was like the longer you looked, the more stuff you saw happen. And that's the kind of video it was. You had to look at it over and over because every spot had something crazy. And that was just that one video. So I know there's gonna be more popping up today.
They might be the craziest. They might be the craziest right now. That's
yeah. It's probably, to be honest, it's probably between y'all, them, and the Lakers fans. Not you, Jarvis.
Excuse me.
I was. I mean, I just forgot that you was you.
How?
Wait, hold on, Vince. You a Lakers fan? Like you a Lakers fan? My fault. I didn't mean that.
Until the day I die. Come on now. Hey, I live in San Antonio. That's it.
Yeah.
Not originally from here. I just live here.
No. I honestly, I'm just thinking like who would be the craziest fan? It's between like the Knicks and the Lakers. I wouldn't think like what y'all talked about what San Antonio was doing. I was like, damn, San Antonio, y'all was doing it like that. Like nigga, I didn't think that was I didn't think there was any set tripping when it comes to San Antonio. But I think of like Tim Duncan energy. Like, granted, I've been to San Antonio a few times. I saw the nigga Visky out there a few years ago. Like San Antonio I love San Antonio. It's a really nice city, but it's a nice city. I don't think of any action basically happening there, but apparently niggas was wilding out there too.
Shit. Going all right. You go Southwest Military, Marbach, some of these places you don't want to be.
Get rowdy.
But they was whipping dude ass out there. I couldn't believe I said them people in San Antonio are so wrong for that jumping over the people. They had dude, and I remember thinking, damn, y'all lost. And y'all go cut up like this. y'all literally go
they kind of use my motto. We might not want to. We gonna win at something, baby. We gonna win at something.
That had to be the motto for that night. That had to be the motto.
That was my motto. Sure. We gonna lose the game, but we gonna whoop that ass tonight.
So look, let's kind of transition a little bit. College football. We got to talk about this Brendan Sorsby. Is he going to be the villain this year? Is he going to be one of college football's villains with how they just threw this injunction out there? Now he's temporarily, as of right now, is gonna play until the NCAA says something differently. Do you think that he could be like the next college football villain?
Yeah, and the only thing I would say that so NCAA can't really do shit except for appeal, and I don't know if how far that appeal is gonna really go, but it probably is gonna go pretty swift. So he may not play, but if he does play, oh yeah, he's got to be the villain. The way that they talked about the niggas like Hannibal Lecter, like you got all the Big 12 teams, you got all these other teams, you got Georgia basically saying they ain't gonna put Texas Tech on their schedule. You got all these other like teams saying that they are not going to basically play Texas Tech and like do all this shit to basically say like Brandon Sorsby shouldn't play and all this kind of thing. And it's just like, damn nigga, like it's like that. I mean, granted, what he did, if y'all not attuned with what's going on with Brandon Sorsby. Brandon Sorsby is the current quarterback at Texas Tech. He was basically recruited by LSU to basically play for them as well. But years ago, he said that he gambled on a lot of different games to include with the team that he was on, which was at the time Indiana football. He bet on those games, bet the unders and all that, but placed like thousands of bets for many different teams. And so he said that he had a gambling addiction essentially.
Mhm.
And so he basically copped to it. The NCAA then suspended him indefinitely. He tried to get reinstatement. They denied it. He went to a judge that basically is a Texas Tech. He's aligned with Texas Tech in some kind of way. Either like he graduated from Houston. I think he's taught at Texas Tech Law. The judge who was retired basically granted an injunction for Brandon Sorsby to play, citing that Brandon Sorsby needed to play for his mental well-being, to basically be out with his friends and play, Texas Tech. I see it was popping out of my mouth as I was saying it. Bullshit. And it was basically he basically had that injunction to say, hey, he needs to be out there to play, which it is bullshit. It's absolute corruption, is absolute bullshit. And it was a reason that doesn't make any lick of sense. And granted, I don't know if there's in the DSM-5 or anything like that says that to recover from a quote unquote gambling addiction, you basically need to play football. I don't know if that's there, but I would assume that basically is not in there. And so that's why I think it's going to, once it gets to appeal, once you get to somebody that's a little bit more independent, they're going to look at it and be like, no, this nigga shouldn't play. But we'll see. We'll see if that happens. But if that doesn't happen and this man plays throughout the season, then yeah, they're going to be the villains. They're going to be hated. They're going to be like, oh, you vile, you're playing and you shouldn't be playing, all this kind of stuff. And that shit is cool because, like, I can't think of college football having this level of a villain, this level of somebody that people universally hate, universally say, you shouldn't be out there. You shouldn't do this. Like this is something that, yeah, we haven't really seen as far as I can know. And we've had, there's been plenty of players that's done things that I would say is worse than what Brandon Sorsby did, but like essentially had not gotten this level of ire, essentially. But yeah, no, I mean, I think these niggas are gonna be the villain coming up and down. Like, and I can't wait for it because I think this shit gonna get way more stupid and way more funny before it ever gets resolved. So, like, bring the shit on.
Stupid and funny is gonna be an understatement, especially with that video, that integrity video. That shit just tickles me. Like it brings me to say, what was your comparison? How you said it earlier, Rob?
Oh, okay. So I didn't see. So when Nate's talking about, I didn't see the video that Texas Tech put out saying that, Brandon Sorsby integrity. Like, I looked him in his eyes, and he said that there was no wrong. There's not going to be any wrongdoing and all that. The way I thought about it was like, say you hire somebody for a job, and then basically you're like, hey, these guys are kleptomaniac. But I looked him in his eyes and he said, I am not going to steal. And I believed him. And so we're going to put these things in place to make sure he doesn't steal. And we're going to make sure that basically everything that we have safeguarded, that he's not going to basically start stealing. He's not going to do the things that he said he was going to do. Everything is going to be just fine because this guy is so good. And I think there's like, yeah, you can say that because essentially what Brandon Sorsby did was copping to, hey, I gambled a lot. I gambled unseemly amount that was against NCAA rules, and it was against, like, especially the singular rule that everybody knows: you don't bet on your team. You don't place a bet at a sports book on your team. Like that's always there. It's not like there's any wiggle room when it comes to that. But yeah, no, they basically made it to where it's like, all right, yeah, they being Texas Tech essentially was saying like, we think that this man is not going to do the things that he said he did. And the other difference that I would like to put in when it comes to this is he copped to gambling. He didn't cop to match fixing or game fixing. There is a difference between I am placing a lot of bets on this game, or I'm putting a lot of bets on these games, and there's a difference between that and I am basically making that these bets pay off, or I'm doing things to make sure these things come into place. So like the best example I could say was like with Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley got suspended for a year for placing bets. he was hurt, so it wasn't like there was anything on the field he could do. And he didn't, and I don't think he gambled on his team, right, which at the time was the Falcons. I don't think he gambled directly on his team. He just placed bets at an NFL facility, which is against the rules. They said it plain day. You cannot do this. You could place bets outside of it. You place bets outside of any NFL facility, whether that is rehabbing, whether that is whatever, but you can't do it on the campus. And so when they come to basically Texas Tech and what they're talking about with Brendan Sorsby is he gambled. He said he gambled. He's gone to rehab for gambling. But when it comes to the integrity of the game and the integrity of when Brandon Sorsby goes out on the field and basically does things, we know that we feel that we as Texas Tech think that he is not going to make anything that goes against the integrity of the game itself, which I can understand that delineation of words. I can also understand everybody, to include the two niggas on this chat, including me, to call that bullshit.
Yes.
And I understand both sides of it, because the thing about it is, if there is anything that happens that looks even the slightest bit of fucked up or the slightest bit of unbelievable, now everybody's gonna come in with pitchforks and torches to basically get that nigga up out the fucking paint. Because when you have somebody that is like an addict, that basically is somebody that you cannot trust in, and now you basically have to, kind of like the kleptomaniac idea, if there is any signs that there is possibility of stealing, that nigga is basically going to be public enemy number one, and he's going to be the first person you talk to, and you're not going to basically want him around again, because there's that possibility that he did it. Even if basically he's looked at and found to be not guilty, he's going to be the first nigga you look at. And if that's what it's going to be for Brandon Sorsby on the field, that basically this whole season, it's going to be fucked up. The last thing I'm going to say is, and I'm going to go to y'all, and then I'm going to come back to it, but I'll finish it off. But what y'all think about it?
He lying. I feel like this is a cover up for him to say, look, we're going to get you to play because we believe in you. But we know that you done did some shit. We don't know exactly what you done did, even know what you done told us. Because this is how I feel. A real criminal ain't gonna tell you everything that he did. I ain't telling you everything I did. I'm gonna tell you this and hope
lying by omission.
Look,
that's true.
I don't believe, but I'll say this: if he wins in Texas Tech, they gonna kind of cover all of that up. We ain't gonna talk about it no more. That's
the point I was gonna make. That's the point. I hate to be that guy, but in typical U.S. media, the PR team is gonna do a hell of a job. The PR team is gonna talk about how sorry he is, how good of a kid he is. He didn't do this. He's in rehab. They're gonna PR it for a week or two, and I feel like they're gonna just disappear from to try to just let us forget about it. They're gonna talk about other football teams, other games, other colleges. Typical U.S. media. They're gonna glaze over it, talk about how he's all done and better, and he's gonna play. Basically, I don't see a world where he doesn't. How a judge overrules the NCAA, he's going to play. Yeah, which they do that shit a lot. That's the thing. Like when it comes to the law and the NCAA, the law is beating that bitch's ass, nigga. Like they are fucking that nigga up. But now, the one thing I was gonna say when it comes to Brendan Sorsby, and the thing that actually has in his favor is because the midterms coming up, and the midterms gonna be happening with football season, and that's really what's gonna save that nigga's ass. So basically, people talking about him. But what the other thing I was gonna say is, the fact of the matter is, the people that should be the most mad about all this shit, and they just had their championship yesterday, the UFL. They should basically be like, this nigga should not fucking play a goddamn game ever again. Why? Because we need him. We need this nigga to basically be playing spring football. Because the one thing that did, like, yeah, look, I am not a person like, oh, spring football, this shit sucks. But I will be a person that says, spring football, that shit sucks. Because it does suck. Like, that, like, I want them to, So mad you brought that up.
Look, hold on, let me finish.
Well, yeah, get your point out. Get your point out.
But yeah, because college law, and I still love my Battlehawks. But watching UFL games suck, and part of the reason why it sucks is because these niggas are playing 7 years in fucking college football, and those niggas should be playing motherfucking in the UFL and all these motherfucking arena leagues and all that, because that's what it used to be. The niggas that were the cast-offs, the niggas that could play, but basically were told that, hey, you don't have any more eligibility, or you're just ineligible for other shit. That's where those niggas used to go. The CFL and all that shit. That's where those niggas used to go. They don't go there no more because all these niggas are basically getting paid by these NIL deals in college and playing until they motherfucking senior citizens. Like, they should basically be there. If I'm the UFL, if I'm the Rock, I lay down a goddamn law and basically be like, you motherfuckers come to my league. Diego Pavia, you should be a motherfucking Houston Gambler, or what the fuck they call. Yeah, I've been looking at Brendan Sorsby. Your ass needs to be in fucking St. Louis being a battle hawk. Cause goddamn law. Like, that's what should be happening. All right. But these niggas staying in college for forever. Even though I think Brendan Sorsby, I don't think he's only like 22. But like,
yeah, something like that, yeah.
But that's the real loser in all this. Like, it's not the NCAA, it ain't nobody else. It's these motherfucking offshoot leagues. Like, he should be up there playing for the motherfucking Alouettes or some shit, you know.
Look, I'll say this: if he leads Texas Tech to another 12-2, we ain't gonna hear shit about this shit. Next year, he gonna be kissing babies. Next year, he's gonna be kissing babies. Be like, he's the pride of Texas Tech. He did so well here, and I'm gonna be like, so we just gonna glance over that bet. That's all it's gonna be. I'm not like, I won't even fight it. I'll be like, I got y'all. I feel y'all. Y'all win that one. Y'all win that one. That's all I'll leave it to. Because I'm telling you, if Texas Tech go 11-3, 12-2 again, we ain't got to worry about nothing. Brendan Sorsby ain't gonna have no goddamn things to worry about. They gonna say, "We love you, Brendan." He's gonna be like, "I love y'all too." Just make sure my wide receivers get up when I throw this next pass.
Yeah.
Now, got 350 yards on the line.
Now, the other thing I will say, and this would be my last point, and devil's advocate and everything. Because I remember somebody bringing it at this point about somebody else, but it don't matter now. There has to be, even though like I brought up the whole thing about gambling addiction, which it may or may not be, but this is a point like, hey, there has to be some level of redemption for somebody like a Brendan Sorsby. Like, even though the idea of what basically that judge brought up and saying like, okay, well, he needs basically people to be that outlet, and the outlet that they're going to choose is the Texas Tech football team, where he's going to play Big 12 football and lead us to a CFP championship or whatever fucking thing they're going to try to bring up. There is a kernel of truth within that. Like, even though you basically self-admit and say like, hey, I got a problem and I need to basically fix it, there has to be some level of, I am getting the avenues in order to fix it, and basically get myself rehabilitated and keep myself going. And I know people brought up like, oh, well, you know, like high stakes football probably not going to be the best thing for a gambling addict. But shit, you have Steve Sarkisian's motherfucking coaching the University of Texas football, the football that has the most pressure on anything when it comes to boosters and how much money they got and basically where they are and who they have with Arch Manning. And that motherfucker's a recovering alcoholic. So he is like, he straight up is like, he basically is doing the highest stakes of football, but as far as we know, is not going to the bottom. So there has to be some level of, hey, you are able to redeem yourself and able to kind of do your thing to basically make yourself viable or make yourself more comfortable within your whole thing. So I get that part of it when it comes to Brendan Sorsby, but I can understand that people call it bullshit. It's I can see both sides.
Okay. Now, from college football to NHL, Hurricanes, Golden Knights, who y'all got tonight? Do you think that it ends tonight, or are we going 7? Because the Golden Knights coach believes it's going 7.
United States of Tortorella. Yeah, let's go 7. Let's go game 7 for the Stanley Cup, dog.
What do you think? Biscuit, because I know that you've been the most tuned in out of all three of us. Where
Honestly, watching the series go back and forth, I honestly do think it's going 7. But part of me feels like it's going to end tonight because I feel like they want people to focus on the World Cup. But it being, and honestly, home ice has done no good this series.
For either one of them.
Either one. It's just been one team win, next team win. One team win, that's how it's been. Carolina got the first back-to-back win of the series. But because the way the Golden Knights can go up, put 3-4 goals up at a time, it could go either way. There's no clear advantage here. I've actually watched every single game, 1 through 5, and there is no clear advantage. Like, even if you go up, even if the team goes up by 3 goals, the other team comes roaring back. So I definitely can see 7. I'd be surprised if it ends, even though I do want my boy Seth Jarvis to get his ring. my new favorite hockey player.
Yeah. I was say, hasn't it been blown leads in that one, just kind of like with the NBA Finals?
Yes. Do people come back? Games 2 and 3 went to overtime, where Seth Jarvis had the winning goal.
No, 2 went to overtime, 3 went to double overtime.
Double overtime, yeah, that was crazy.
Hell yeah!
Like they jumping out to like three goals in the first couple minutes.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing. Like I'll tune in here and there, but like I'll be seeing like, yeah, they were up 3 and now it's 3-3 and they just scored 3 goals in 30 seconds, and I was like, God damn, okay.
I would say in my lifetime, like I haven't watched a lot of every year, but out of all of the years that I have really tuned into the Stanley Cup, this has been the most interesting and competitive one that I've watched.
Because freaking, I won't even lie to you. Canes came back. Game 2, they jumped on them in the third quarter, 3 goals, and then won this in overtime. And I'm like, how do you give up 3 goals in this one quarter? You give up 3 goals and then lose this shit in overtime. It has been back and forth. I don't know. I don't want it to end. Well, I would say I don't want it to end because whenever my Avalanche got knocked out, I was like, it's Golden Knights gonna win this shit. And they're looking like they might win this. And the crazy part is, if you look at the matchup, it's a 53-win team versus a 39-win team. It's a team that wasn't even that high in standings. They're like, hey, we about to come in this shit and we about to win.
Carolina was impressive. They blew through everybody.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Carolina was them. Carolina at 53. They were tops in the Eastern Conference, bro. It was them. They were tops. But Colorado went out. They were tops in the West. They had 55. And you looking at Vegas, who was top of the Pacific, but they only had 39 wins. That's it.
But they've been a beast since their inauguration year. They went to the Stanley Cup they first goddamn year.
They did. Yeah, Vegas did. Yeah.
So they came in the league a championship ready, which is hard to do.
Yeah, well, when you got a Jack Etchell out there slinging goals, it's kind of easy, I came in the game with my foot in the door.
You know how we all speak about Vegas? It is weird that the Vegas team is so good out the door, huh? Vegas calling the shots.
Yeah. Hey, if it's for this long too. Yeah.
Oddly good right out the door like that. Like, we back. We're gonna try to win it this time. It's like, well, damn, nobody else gets a chance. Y'all just gonna win it this time. Bet I got you. Yeah.
But I was hoping my brother Nate over here was gonna be on my side because they knocked out both our teams.
I know, but we might as well give them one if they're gonna keep showing up like this. They haven't been there this long in their issue right now. That's an issue.
I'm like, Vegas, they killing me.
Yeah, they Vegas.
But it's very interesting. I would tell everybody, tune in if you are a hockey fan. You're going to see some interesting action.
Yeah. Even if you're not, you might want to tune in and check this out. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, WWE, Jarvis, this is yours. What did you want to talk about right now?
I just wanted to mention the one thing that I've been seeing a lot of online is the backlash from the King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring tournament. The men and the women who are moving on. Big backlash from Jay Uso moving on. I don't know if it's because of the bloodline saga or people really just turned off by him. So I don't know. And it's like I'm trying to look at the final fours right now. Who we got? Let me see who. Let me pull up who we got right now. Who left?
Oh, right now, in the men's is gonna be it's Oba Dominic and Javon and Uso.
Jay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jay. So you gonna
Now, do y'all think they're gonna let somebody like but a lot of people feel like Javion Evans is the man that's gonna win. Do y'all feel like that, or y'all think they're gonna just thrust Jay up in there, or they gonna give it to somebody new like Oba or Javion?
I think
Because it.
go ahead, Ron, go ahead.
Nah. Because I thought Oba's basically set to face Brock at SummerSlam,
Yeah.
so it's not gonna be him. Because this is for basically a title match.
Yes.
And so they get to go against any. Do they go against the title match or they go against the world title for their brand, or they could pick whichever brand?
I think any, because the whole Roman Reigns segment told Jay to win the tournament and go win Cody's title.
So if that's the case, then I'm thinking it's going to be Jay versus Cody at SummerSlam. Or no, let's see, because you got Dominic. I don't see them trying to give Dominic a world title shot like now.
I don't see.
He'd have to beat Oba because it's Oba versus Dominic and Jay versus Javion.
I see shenanigans and I see Dominic beating Oba.
So I'll say this, and I'm gonna throw it in these two. We either gonna see Brock. I think we're gonna see Brock pop up, and Brock is gonna either help. He's either gonna help Dominic or he's gonna help Jay beat Oba in the finals. And that's gonna set their match again. I think that's what it is. I don't think Javon is going in over Jay unless it's just something that we just don't know that they have something worked out. But I don't see Javon going over Jay.
Yeah.
And I don't see Oba losing to Dominic clean, and I don't see Oba losing to Jay clean if he goes to the next round.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be Brock, so it ain't gonna be clean. Like it's gonna be Brock is Brock. Oba Femi is not getting a world title shot. No, they're going to basically make Oba lose one way or another, so they can set up that match against Brock.
Yeah.
So unless they basically are like, you get the world title match, but you could pick it whenever. So let's say after Oba goes against Brock. So maybe he looms it like kind of like a Money in the Bank kind of thing, even though they got money. They should be having Money in the Bank coming up soon.
Let's not even talk about that.
Oh,
how they screwed me again.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm about to say, WWE, that's twice. I was supposed to have WrestleMania in New Orleans this year. You passed it over to give it to Las Vegas again.
Right.
Then you set me up for Money in the Bank. My birthday weekend, that I'm planning for. And then you cancel it for Sunday night main event and push it to October.
Oh, really?
That's 2 strikes.
Yeah,
yes.
They did.
It is no longer September 6th. Now they're having Sunday night main event in Atlanta September 6th. And now they got Money in the Bank in New Orleans in October. Just say you don't want me to have an event. Just tell me that. What's next?
Honestly?
Well, we might have to push it to 2027. Oh, don't give me that.
They snooze button, y'all? Goddamn.
They snooze button. Every time I think I'm about to go to an event, WWE be like, look here, big dog. Every time. That's a side subject, That's just
that's a fair one though. That's a fair one. Like, cause that's some bullshit. Like y'all did basically take it away from my nigga because y'all wanted to have Justin Gaethje have a last match in his own spot. Was it Gaethje? No, it's Cormier. No, it's Poirier.
That was Dustin.
Yeah.
Dustin the Diamond.
Yeah, so y'all want to have Dustin Poirier have his own last match, which is cool. I got you, but it's like, yeah, give my nigga his fucking event, like, so he could like go have an event local. Well, I mean, local. I mean, it's a little minute away.
Yeah,
not too far.
Yeah, but it's gonna be to where Oba's not gonna face anybody except for Brock Lesnar at the SummerSlam, which it should be. Like, go have Brock go out on his back to where basically you put the motherfucking have the rubber match, put the nail through his heart, have Oba do it. Basically, boom. Like, it's set up to be that. Any other thing would be stupid, I would say. Unless you're gonna have him do a double duty, which that would be funny.
Because nothing else makes sense to me but they've been doing this lately, doing those setups, just throwing matches together. They just gonna throw Dom or Javion to a champion.
You know what? Sorry. They could do double duty. Because they could say Oba against Brock night 1.
Yeah.
And then Cody against Oba night 2.
Yeah, he could. It would.
That could be a possibility.
It could. We're gonna have to wait and see. But let's look at the women's side. Io Sky versus Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan versus Charlotte Flair.
Anybody but Charlotte.
That whole left side is getting all the hate. They don't like the fact that Liv, the champion, is in the tournament. And you know they don't like nobody like Charlotte. So that whole side is just getting hate right now.
Default,
that's true.
By
that's
default,
true.
To me, I don't want to see Charlotte make it past the next one. I don't. You gay people, you can call me a hater if you want.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see Charlotte make it to
you ain't gonna disrespect my queen like that, man.
I will. Nah, look, he may not, but nigga, I'll fucking do it.
Woo! I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. And then Io versus Raquel, I think it's gonna be
that's gonna be a good match.
Are they gonna finally give my girl her due?
That should.
How long have I been crying for my girl to get her due?
I think
yeah. Now, granted, it's like that would be crazy to basically have all right, let's say Charlotte goes over on Liv, which that would be really stupid because now you got this person before a title match. You got basically her going over on a current champion. Like, y'all got enough women, dog. Like, y'all don't have to put the current that's
they do
either way. Either way, whatever. But basically, yeah, for Charlotte to possibly go over on the current champion to then basically lose again, or to then have Raquel go against Charlotte, which would be good. I think it'd be fine. Because it should be Raquel, dog. Like, Raquel, it's her time. She's been working hard. She's been basically doing the damn thing. She's been great. Like, give her a fucking title match.
We can make it interesting. Liv goes over, Raquel goes over. And the match is not only for the Queen of the Ring, it's for the Queen of the Ring and the title.
That's what it should be. Why not? Why not make it like?
But it's WWE. They're not going to think of that.
Yeah.
They're not going to do something different and extravagant like that.
Actually,
come on now.
Because to be real, to do it like that, why not make it best out of two out of 3 falls?
Yeah, you could. That would make it real.
Now we thinking.
Yeah, see, like that. If you're gonna basically book the champion into a tournament to get a title shot, and then granted, you could, I guess, theoretically, you could have Liv Morgan say win and now possibly become a double champion, but that defeats the purpose of what your niggas have kept doing as far as having these 2 titles on these 2 different shows. Mm-hmm. So that would be dumb all unto itself because I would like it, but I was cool with the singular champion. But yeah, like if you're gonna basically have it like that, you might as well do some shit like that.
Because Rhea's the other champion, right?
Yes.
I think she's nursing the injury right now too.
But I thought the whole thing they were setting up her and I haven't been watching, but I thought they were setting up her and JC Jane.
I mean, because I haven't seen her on lately, and they said she was. I heard she was nursing the injury, so she ain't really been appearing too much. So they ain't really dropped too many seeds with her and JC Jane. Like I haven't seen a lot of the backstage talk. I've been watching it, but a lot of times I'm on mute. No,
Mhm.
I'm working.
Yeah.
So I don't get to hear a lot of the convos.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how it pans out. King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring. It's gonna be interesting. Like I say, anybody but Charlotte. Anybody but Charlotte.
Anybody but Charlotte. Huh?
Yeah, anybody but Charlotte.
Side note: your girl lost her wig.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that.
The whole the storm wig came flying off.
Yeah, Jade.
No.
She had to hold it.
Slam down.
She had to hold it.
No.
Yeah. She was holding and doing kicks and everything.
Oh my god. Oh, it's like the video where the old girl like, had her hair back. She's like, "Oh my god!" Like it was like that.
Yes.
Like it was like a double the slam. They slammed it to the mat as soon as she hit. But the whole just like
I got okay.
Back.
I'm paying attention.
Go get your look on. That was just a sight for me. And then
damn, it was like the second. It was like the second fucking thing with Jade Cargill without wig.
Yeah.
Hold on. Y'all keep talking.
Yeah. It was quite funny. I saw it. Cause look.
What made it even more funny for me was they had the black girl ref, and it's like she could tell. It's like I don't know if she felt like she could tell or like the intuition between sisters. She probably was like, her wig sliding off.
Damn.
She had that face like, oh, it's about to come off.
Like she could see like, oh shit, like it's happening. It's happening. Yeah, that's fucked up.
I'm gonna say something. If she called Charlotte one time and gave her a receipt, I understand why. You really put my goddamn wig.
That was hilarious. She had a
and,
Tyler Perry wig on Friday, man.
Is fucking Charlotte gonna be like the wig snatcher now?
Yeah.
You know how they talk about Tyler Perry wigs? She had that Tyler Perry wig on, man.
I'm gonna tell you this. That shit gonna be extra glued down next time. That motherfucker gonna be on there.
Exactly.
Gonna be on.
I mean, now the way her character, I don't. She could come back with the slick back short hair like she could do it. Like I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I mean, she has more pictures, like regular pictures with her with the short hair and everything like that. And Storm does have like it's not just the whole hair and everything like that. Storm has like what was it? Which Storm? It's the not First Dawn. It's what's that fucking movie? What's that fucking comic book? The newer comic books like sometimes have like Storm with like the little mohawk, the grayish mohawk and shit like that. So she could do it. Like,
yeah.
It's just I know her thing is like she has the hair and it's all that. It's like, she could come through with the short hair. Like, Jay's Cargill.
I think didn't Halle play Storm with the short hair?
Yeah, I think that was one of them.
She did at one point. It might have been Haley. I can't remember. I cannot remember.
The other Storm, the younger chick that they had play Storm. Yeah.
But it's one of them things, bro. I'm telling you, that shit was funny. It was funny. It wasn't funny for her, but it was funny to me. Cause she was doing the kick head to head right there.
I was like, no. I had to grab my friends too. I was like, oh.
She's dedicated to it. She's not gonna let this go. Now, let's go from the square circle to the big grassy open fields of the World Cup. I know y'all have seen how these Europeans are complaining. It's hot in America. What you thought it was?
I'm like, it ain't hot yet.
Yeah, this humidity is a bitch.
About to crank it up. About to turn the oven on 500 here in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all strap your boots in.
Wait till we cross over to July.
If you think you're heated now, wait for another month. Yeah.
Wait until July.
Yeah, there you go. If you think you're heated now, wait until July. Yeah. Boy too.
Yeah, because they about to get. You know who's equipped for this though? The Brazilians. The Brazilians
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff, they're equipped for this. They
Like, nigga, what you talking about? Shit.
They ready.
Nigga, this straight.
Crazy boy. They complain that why we need AC, but they up there taking breaks, canceling practices, everything.
Nigga, for niggas that don't like ice in their drinks, should be fucking fine with this shit.
So you telling me when I travel over there, I got to bring an ice chest with some ice? That's what you telling me?
Yeah, that's from what I've heard. I've never been to Europe myself. That's just what I heard.
You better have some goddamn ice.
With some hot juice. Huh?
Yeah, the freezer.
It's so funny seeing them complain. They complaining about transportation, but our infrastructure is not built for walking like they do. We have states that are bigger than like their countries. And it's like, I get it. You know, they're used to not having to. They're used to railways everywhere. It's just that the American infrastructure is built for driving.
Yeah, but that's because these niggas don't want high speed rail. Like, we should be having them. Like, I prefer to basically get drunk, jump on the train, and then basically be out. Like, but no, niggas around here just like, we gotta have cars because Henry Ford said we gotta have cars every goddamn.
I would love it too. Just let me hop on, hop off.
Hell yeah. Like, I ain't gotta fucking drive. Like, yeah, I can Uber, but then there's somebody else driving.
Boy, they got a high speed train and I can get loaded and get on the train
and just get comfortable, nigga. Like, I love that shit.
Give me the best seat that y'all got. I'm about to get drunk. Bring the whole bottle. Bring it in. Wake me when I get to Vegas.
Just tap me, man.
Tap me when I get there, bro. Because I'm going to hop on the train and I'm catching Uber. I ain't driving nothing. I ain't driving nothing but the bottle. That's it.
Right.
I am one person that does keep up with the World Cup, you know, because, you know, I have a family member who was a big soccer fan who played in school and is now a soccer coach. So she has kept me on game with the soccer or football, as they like to call it overseas.
Football.
And but they are surprised at the lack of attention that the not Americans, that it's United States of America citizens are giving it. Because they don't like the fact that we call ourselves Americans, because America consists of Canada, United States, Mexico. So they don't like the fact that we're not giving it attention, that the media doesn't talk about it much. No, but I don't know. I mean, it's been like this forever, you know. I don't know why they're still surprised that here in the United States, so we don't.
Well, that's no problem.
Look at it that much.
I got you. Look here, Europeans. Right now, your World Cup is going on during NBA Finals.
I mean, not now.
Stanley Cup. Well, not now, but you were competing with the NBA Finals, the Stanley Cup, the WNBA, and America's biggest pastime in baseball going on right now. Now, if you think that you're going to get the coverage that you seek, you are sadly mistaken. Okay.
Nigga, they'll talk about NFL training camp before they talk about your ass.
Yes, they will.
Well, you about to start seeing the draft, the NBA draft talk.
NBA draft, the 23rd, nigga.
We will be talking about everything except you.
Everything. Now, granted, I did like for Brazil Morocco yesterday. Like, that shit was nice.
That was nice. But you will be lower on the totem pole of what's talked about, because we trying to see who getting drafted. We're trying to see what free agency moves people are making, NBA and NFL. We're trying to see if our teams are going to be afloat for the playoffs for MLB. And the women are still playing WNBA basketball. Not to mention, if you're in the golf, they got all kind of golf tournaments going on right now.
I was saying, ain't the U.S. Open coming up or some shit?
Yes. We have, look, Europeans don't take it as a slight. Take it as we're not as popular as everything else that's going on in America right now. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of land and a lot of shit going on over here right now. Okay. So I need y'all to be patient. Okay, we're gonna talk about y'all. We see you. You're in some of the bigger cities right now. We appreciate that. Okay. We appreciate y'all bringing this to America, okay? Now, if you can't appreciate the weather, that's something else. I'm sorry for you. Okay.
I'm just laughing at all the videos because they say they are so shocked that people don't even know why they here. A lot of people don't even know the World Cup going on. Don't even know that we in the World Cup.
Yeah,
they like, we got a team. They were like, people were like, I thought this was just a weekend event.
Yeah,
like a lot of people have no clue what the World Cup is, and they're like, it's the world's biggest sporting event. Yeah. And I'm like, unfortunately, in the United States of America, people know zero about it.
And don't give a damn about finding out.
It's your world's biggest sport. It's all of y'all got one sport to play, and that's football. Over here, they got a bunch of stuff we can play, okay? It's a lot of other stuff that we play over here, including baseball. That's worldwide.
I would say, shit, basketball to me is like the world sport. Because basketball, like that's literally played. Like, you got motherfuckers from everywhere playing that shit. Like, it ain't like with soccer or with football that basically it's really covered by like the European countries, you know, basically all the other countries except for us. Like, basketball is legit everywhere, and you see in the NBA, like, it's a reason why we haven't had an American basically win the fucking MVP in the last 8 years, because those niggas dominating us. It's niggas from Greece. It's niggas from where is Jokic from? Slovenia?
Slovenia, Canada.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, don't worry, guys.
And I don't know what AI videos they've been watching, because I have not seen. We in America. I have not seen one person bragging about how the U.S. men's team is gonna win, because anybody with the slightest soccer knowledge knows that our men's team has always sucked, and the women's team has been the one to carry the torch.
Correct.
Our women's team are always the favorites. Our men's team is always disappointing. So I don't know what AI videos they've been watching. I've yet to see somebody brag that our men's team is gonna win it all, unless they just trying to pump up themselves. But I would think it would be so hilarious for all the complaining they do to talk about how we don't know nothing because we don't watch it, for our men's team to go and dominate. That would be hilarious.
Kind of hope we do. Just for us to be like, we won and y'all lost. And
exactly.
That would be the worst one for them.
Yeah.
That would be the worst one for them. But with that being said, what else do we need to cover today, guys? Do we need anything else?
Did the finals. Probably in the next, when do we go start? Shit. Yeah, no, July. It ain't till July. Never mind. I was gonna say our NFL preview is gonna start in July. But nah, man, like I ain't got nothing else.
I got one more thing that disappointed me.
What's up?
I was looking forward to my rematch with the St. Louis Battlehawks, because my San Antonio Brahmas, who are now the Orlando Storm, went 8-2 during the season. 8-2. And one of them two losses was the Battlehawks.
Cause damn law.
And we could have met in the championship, but we both took an L in the semifinals.
Because that's what the Battlehawks do. They're always one of the best teams all season, and then they nut up in the goddamn playoffs. And that's just what they do. And it's always at home. We always have home field advantage, and they just nut up. I don't know what it is about that team, but they be not even whooping ass, but they be like winning games all season until it's the game that they supposed to win. That's why they ass ain't never been. Yeah, like I think they're 0-3 in the playoffs at this point. Like, they've never, when it was just the XFL, they never won it all. When now it's the UFL, it's the same goddamn thing.
What made me mad is this was the first year we had a winning record, even though we not San Antonio no more. While we were San Antonio, we wasn't winning. But when they moved to Orlando, they wanted to win.
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because y'all got our old head coach, nigga.
Really?
Yeah. Anthony Beck was so this is how because if you didn't realize, this is how it happened. Anthony Beck, I think his name is Anthony Beck because his son is Rocco. Yeah, Anthony Beck was basically he was the head coach of the Battlehawks. The UFL reclassified him to the Orlando Storm. They took him from the Battlehawks to basically coach the Orlando Storm. So
you called that in, huh, Rob? You called in the sabotage, huh? Ain't nobody but you called in the sabotage for your team. I knew it.
Moi would do such a thing. You saying
your trash?
I put the fix in? Are you accusing me of putting the fix in? You know, like actually,
he got a lot more pull in St. Louis than he like try to make y'all believe.
314 stand up. But I would never. All right, I'm like Brandon Sorsby here. You're trying to question my integrity and say that I would have something to do with your Orlando Storm losing in the playoffs to the eventual champion. Might I add? I think they. Because who did we play? Yeah, because we lost to DC. Yeah, to the eventual champion. Might I add? Which that was also weird because DC was basically playing in the UFL championship, but they were playing as the away team. But the game was in DC.
That is weird. That was so weird.
Because they were talking about how the DC team was on the sideline. They were so hard. They were so tired because they was in the sun. And the other team was so rested because they were in the shade. I was like, that's their sideline, nigga. That's probably why.
Exactly. I was like, how did they end up as the away team? I don't know.
That's so fucking weird. The UFL, to be honest, this might be the either last season or the next to last season of the UFL. I'll be completely honest. I think they ain't got shit going right for real. Yeah. I mean, the thing is they have like all the TV contracts, so they at least own like they on Fox, they on ESPN and everything like that. So they airing the games, but like it sucks.
Yeah.
I would say we probably is either the last season or the next to last season of the UFL. Now, the only thing that's gonna really help them is basically if the NFL says, hey, we really want y'all to like workshop all the shit we've been thinking about so that we can then like the kickoff rule from the XFL is what basically the NFL adopted. Which I'm still a fan of, but that's what they took from there. So unless they basically were like, hey, we got some new shit that y'all could try out and beta test, because they don't have like their own minor league that they can do this with, for real. So this is the closest thing to it. Like that's the only thing that's gonna keep them niggas afloat. Really? Other than that, there is nothing else. And I mean the Battlehawks have great like attendance, but no other team really has that good of attendance. That's also because I think the Battlehawks is like one of the only teams that play indoors, except for used to be your San Antonio Brahmas, but like all the
I just was fucking with the screen shit.
I was like, where did that white woman come from? Like Harpo, who is that?
Who that woman?
Just making sure the scene was working correctly. I was like,
look. I ain't trying to. I don't like seeing white women come up on surprise, nigga. Like, I need to be warned.
Sorry,
like, who are you?
Just making sure the era flares out.
No, like, me. My milk of magnesia.
Now with that being said, we could.
Good night, Canada. Good night, Taylor Swift. All y'all niggas.
Amigos podcast. Remember to always tune in. We here every Sunday. We doing our thing. We coming to y'all live. Remember us, follow us on Blue Sky. We on Facebook. We everywhere y'all go. Like, subscribe, follow. We gonna do what we need to do. All right, y'all keep it pushing. Y'all
take it easy, baby.
Yeah, y'all have a great night.
Stay strong.
Stay strong. Yeah.